People sometimes ask me if I became the Ron Van Dam Show announcer because I love what Ron does and I love his comedy. Well, no. It's because Ron broke me out of a Tijuana prison back in '82 and smuggled me across the border in a suitcase in the trunk of a Yugo. And I still owe him for that. Muchas gracias, mi amigo. You're listening to the Ron Van Dam Show on New England Broadcasting.
Ron Van Dam is an experienced talk show host. Do not attempt to try this at home.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
What do you want now?
Hold on tight. Things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
What do you want from me? Get off my back already, will you please? Go bother somebody else. Enough already. Crazy. Do I bother you? Do I click on you and turn on a radio and listen to you? No, I don't bother you like that. So, back off. The nerve of some people. Nervous some people. Welcome to the program. I am Ron Van Dam. I'll admit it. I have no problem with that. How are you? Good to see you. You're looking good today, by the way. Did you comb your hair? You did? You brushed your hair? Yeah, I thought so. You look good. You look good for a change. Keep doing that. It's a good idea. Oh, man. Things are so weird today, huh? Yeah, here's something that is bothering me, and it's tipping. And I'm talking about tipping. All of a sudden, everybody and everything has to be tipped. It used to just be like a wait staff in a restaurant, or if there was a musician playing on the corner of an intersection and opened up their violin case or their sax case or guitar case, you throw a buck in there. That used to be it, for tips. And maybe around Christmas time, the holiday season, you have a little bit much to drink and you figure, I'll just give people money. That's, okay, I get that too. But now everything involves a tip. All of a sudden, it was like the sky opened up and this big tip jar came down out of the heavens. Everything's tipped. I will tell you something that is true that is so annoying, I can't really believe it. Yesterday, I went into a place with my lovely woman, and she wanted a candy apple. And I said to her, why do you want that? Here's a perfectly nice piece of fruit that's healthy for you. And then you want to buy one with sugar candy all over the place on it, and then you bite into it and your teeth go bad and you have pre-diabetes within 10 minutes? Why do you want to take a perfectly nice apple and make it so disgustingly inedible? And she said, because I want it. All of the science and all of the common sense went right out the window. Because her explanation as to why this transaction is going to go down was simply because it is. I never thought of that. You're right. That is the viable explanation. So she wanted this candy apple. So we go to this farm stand place. And they had candy apples, because you get candy apple everywhere. Says, I want that candy apple, you bastard, she says to me. And I said, okay. So I buy the candy apple. It's way too expensive because it's just an apple dipped in caramel. Not a lot of effort involved here. The candy apple is already wrapped in a plastic cellophane thing. And there's your candy apple. And I thought it was a little costly, but if she wants a candy apple, who am I to take my life into jeopardy? So I bought the candy apple. and I flash my little credit card, my little, tap thing. I don't buy things anymore. I tap for them. Take my credit card out to the little machine, and I tap. And the next thing that comes up on the screen is the amount of the candy apple, which I thought was an extravagant amount. Somebody's going to put their kids through college based on my payment of this candy apple, because it was very expensive. All of a sudden, candy apples are like lobsters. I don't know where this came from. It's an apple. You dipped it in something. Come on, give me a break. So anyway, so the price comes up, and then and it says okay, and I hit the little okay thing, and then it asks me how much I want to tip. Tip for what? Nobody came over and got an apple and put it on a stick and dipped it in this candy stuff. It was already wrapped. I'm buying it off the shelf. How much do I want to tip? For what? God. Now I'm tipping for candy apples in a supermarket. I mean, what? Well, I'm sorry, farm stand. What the hell's the difference? It's gone too far. You're taking the romance and the exclusivity of the tip situation, you're bastardizing it like you've bastardized everything in life. Everything's bastardized. You know what that means? You've taken it too far. You've ruined a good thing to the point where now the good thing is now a problem. Now it's a bad thing. Well, me being a human being, unfortunately, I still am. 15%. That was the lowest possibility, by the way. It was 15, 20, 25, 30, and some other amount. Nowhere did it say no tip. Nowhere on that screen did it say no tip. So because I'm a douchebag, and we all are. You're a douchebag too. I know you. You are one. It's not as if we are douchebags. It's at what level of douchebagginess are we? Are you just a douchebag? Or are you a douchebag? Various degrees of douchebagginess. Anyway, so yeah, I tipped, the smallest amount, really, and after I did that, I watched her eat the candy apple, and I said to myself, this whole experience was not worth anything for me. This made me depressed. This whole experience. Now tipping to me is like, now it's part of the deal. Now I need to tip everybody because that's what comes up on a screen now for everything. How much do you want to tip? I don't want to be the bastard that doesn't tip anything, but I don't want to be the idiot that tips for everything. I don't understand it. I just don't. So I go to a hairstylist. It's an oxymoron because there are morons involved. The hairstylist has her own business. She doesn't work for anybody else. She owns the little salon. She owns it. I make an appointment. She says, "Come on over," and she does my hair. Oh my God, she's doing me. She's doing my hair. She's styling my hair. She's not doing it. I don't even know what that means. But she does things to it. And when I'm sitting in the chair as she's doing my hair, I say to myself, why am I here having someone do my hair? This really, this is not a doable situation. But she does the hair. And lovely lady, she's a wonderful person. We have idle conversation, which is what you do. When you go to a hairstylist, you must talk about stuff that makes no difference to anybody, or it can be a very serious conversation while they're doing your hair. Those two don't mix. If you're going to do somebody's hair, keep it light. Keep it light. Anyway, she's a lovely person. It's her own business, and it's quite expensive for either man or woman to get their hair done. Did you do your hair? Did I do what to it? Did I do it? I did it. It's the stupidest verb for hair. Anyway, so I I tap on the screen. This hair thing can cost upwards of $100, and then she wants a tip. And okay, I understand this is a tippable situation, but in the long run, you're in business for yourself. You can charge me any amount of money you want in order to cover your service, your product of doing my hair. Why am I tipping you above and beyond what you are charging me? This is not a restaurant. This is not a restaurant. You're not playing the guitar on a street corner. What are we doing here? Why am I tipping you? Holiday season, whole different thing. Because again, I'm somewhat inebriated all the time, and I'll give my money up a little bit easier than otherwise. But you just did you done unto my hair as you wish to have done unto you. It's not a tippable situation. Whatever happened to this is the price, here's the money, have a nice day? Whatever happened to that? I'm going to end up going to the supermarket and buying like a pound of chopped meat, a gallon of milk or oat milk, whatever that is. Going up to the register. Okay, Mr. Van Dam, that'll be $20.73. Okay, would you care to tip? What tip? What? For what? For the fact that you're checking me out here and at the check register, the cash register, or is it the person that manufactured the milk and poured it into the plastic jug? Is it the butcher that chopped the actual meat off of the cow? What? Who am I tipping here? Who did something above and beyond what I expected they would do in the first place? To me, tipping is just, you got extra money, give it to me. That's all tipping is. If you do your job and you do it well, that's what I expect. I thought tipping was to go above and beyond what you do. That requires special financial remuneration. But for you just to do your job as you are paid to do it, as you are expected to do it, why am I so? You're above and beyond a horrible situation is what you are. Well, this could have gone really, really bad, but it didn't, so I'm going to tip you. Because my expectations are nothing, so now I will tip you. It's like being the President of the United States. The bar is so low that if you sit in the Oval Office, blow your nose, you've done more than I thought you would, because typically they don't do anything of any consequence that is good for anybody. So if you do something that's good for somebody, this is an amazing miracle. Anyway, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. I really don't. I don't understand. Everything is upside down now. Do you feel that way as well? Everything that was somewhat foundationally normal has now been uplifted and tossed onto its side in an opposite direction. And I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. It's like somehow the universe, on purpose, is making things uncomfortably different. You know what we like in our lives? Normality. A foundation. When we build a building, which is a verb and a noun at the same time, but understandably connected, because if you have a building, you have to build it. That makes a lot of sense. I like those verb and noun things, because they make a lot of sense. If you're going to build a building, you need to create a good foundation first. It's the foundation of everything. What is the foundation of democracy? I don't know, but it's got cracks in it. We need foundations. We can't build without a good foundation. You can't do it. And now we all feel like the foundation is being removed. It's starting to crumble. It's getting holes in it. It's getting cracks in it. And the building that is upon it will not survive, or is a little shaky, or not too comfortable anymore. It's causing concern. Our foundation is being removed. I don't want to get political today, although I could, but I don't. There is a movement in this country, no kings. I want to take you back to the Revolutionary War, if I may. Remember that? Some of you don't. Kids don't know what that is. See, we were breaking away from the policies and the control of England, I guess. Who knows? Who knows if any historical fact is indeed the case? But we wanted to break away from authoritarian figures, or authoritarian, whatever. No more kings, no more dictators, not here. And now we seem to be going in that direction. Both legally, illegally, you name it, we're getting into the king thing. Or the queen, whatever. I don't want to be sexist here. And that foundation is starting to crack. We actually started our country based on that notion, no kings, no dictators. Well, this is a little surprising, isn't it? I don't know what to tell you. I'm chuckling outside, but not inside. Okay. But Ron, get back to the tipping thing. Isn't that what you were talking about? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was. And as we get closer to the holiday season, tipping is going to be a conversation because most people don't have money to tip. Yet, now, society starts to expect that you shall tip. That is part of it. And if you don't tip, then some of these financial institutions will actually put fees in there so that you can call it a fee or an extra charge. It's actually a tip. Did you ever stay in a hotel room? It's not just the cost of the room. It's not just the price that they advertise for you for a stay overnight in a hotel room. There's hotel fees, there's franchise fees, there's motivation fees, fees, the fees, the vintage fees, the homeless fees, the budget fees, the budget fees. And now a $300 hotel room, which is basically cheap these days, is now $700 a night. Well, you told me it was $300. Yes, but there's the fees and the holding fees and the commission fees and the fees and the labor fees and the fees of life and the hotel fees and the fast fees and the occupation fee. There's an occupation fee. Yeah, you can pay for the room, but you want to occupy it? That's an occupation fee. It's just like Comcast. I complained about them yesterday. Take a look at your Comcast bill. Take a look at your cable bill if you still are stupid enough to have it, and I am that stupid. I'm stupid enough. Not really stupid, but stupid enough to have Comcast. And it's not just the cost. It's the franchise fee. There's a sports fee. There's a network fee. There's a nosebleeding fee in case you get a nosebleed. There's the FCC fee, the CCF fee, the IAD fee, the convenience fee, the charging fee, the fees of fees, the fee to have a fee. And that adds up to more money than you could possibly have. So it's not just the cost, it's the fees and the tipping. Nothing is what it is anymore. Remember the days you don't, you're not old enough. Here's the price of the item. Here's the money. Have a nice day. No. Do you want that price? You have to become a member. You have to download our app. I can't get this price. No, you have to. This is our online price. No, it's not. That's the price of the product. No, it's the online price. This is your store price. Here's the online price. You do know that we're not stupid, don't you? You do know that. Well, I'm not too sure, Ron, because you guys pay the price and you fall in line with our fees and our tipping structures. So who's the idiot now? Oh, okay. Comes back to me. I guess I am. Okay. We're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, my guest will be joining us. But first, there's this.
Gentlemen, have you ever been in the mood for a nice knish or maybe bagel in the schmear, but you're also in the mood for some exotic dancing? You can't find those in the same place. Until now. I'm Moishi Kaufman, inviting you to come visit us at Moishi's Knish and Strippers, the area's first genuine kosher deli and titty bar. Come in and rock out with your locks out and check out our dancers. These girls are so nice you'll plots, and they're all certified kosher. Maybe not the kind of girl you bring home to mother, but once you see Delia fold a dollar bill without using her hands, you won't care what mom thinks. Look, Bubby, you're in a strip club. That alone is enough to kill her, so live a little. Every Thursday, don't miss our buns and brisket buffet from noon to 6. Moishi's Knish and Strippers is closed on the Sabbath. Hey, we might be a little unorthodox, but we're not heathens.
Dawn Fay joins us now. She's operational president and workplace expert for Robert Half. We've talked to them before. They help you get a job, and they help managers get people to fill the job, and that's what they do. Thanks for being with us, Dawn.
Thanks for having me.
Well, this is interesting. Every once in a while, Robert Half does salary guides, research, reports, and I know that a new one just came out.
That's right. We do one every year, and the new 2026 salary guide has just come out.
What are some of the interesting things that are going on with that?
So there's 3 clear trends for the 2026 guide. First, total compensation is what's taking center stage in the job market. Second, workers are ready to negotiate. There's an unprecedented 88% of professionals saying they're willing to negotiate their compensation package.
Oh.
And third, employers, they need in-demand skills, and 84% are willing to pay more to land that talent.
Wow. Has it been that way before, or is this kind of a new thing?
Well, every year there's some different nuances to it. I think the total compensation is really becoming much more of an issue in the marketplace. People are interested in bonuses and hybrid work option, perks and benefits and training more than they ever have before. So that's really becoming the new trend in the salary game.
I know there was a point not long ago when we talked where it seemed to be a little bit more interesting to those seeking jobs, the benefits, the working at home, the time off, that kind of thing. And not so much the actual dollar amount. That's changed a little bit too, I guess.
It has changed, and for everybody it's a little bit different, but we are seeing, no surprise, that flexibility is really remaining a top priority for many workers. I mean, I was actually talking with a candidate just the other day, and they had 2 offers. One that actually was a higher salary, but they were more interested in taking the position that gave them flexibility as well as some other perks and benefits and a lot of training. Candidates are looking for organizations that can help upskill them, particularly in areas like AI and machine learning. Yeah. So they took the offer that was actually less monetary compensation.
In general, this is interesting, but in general, I know during the COVID times, remember those? You know,
I do.
you were
How
lucky
can we
to,
forget?
yeah, you were lucky to have a job. So you didn't really kind of move around in it too much, if you could even go to it or that kind of thing. But now, are there a lot of jobs where people feel that they can job hop for the better, constantly looking for the better situation? Or has that leveled off, and if you have a good job, stay with the job and negotiate your salary?
Well, it's always different for everybody, but I would say the job market has normalized. When we were coming out of COVID, there were so many opportunities and so many people making changes that it was creating a lot of churn in the marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
But, there are still opportunities out there, and individuals can negotiate for those opportunities, as we said, based on good total compensation packages. So it's out there for them, and you can negotiate.
Interesting. I assume that there's a fear amongst those job seekers. Well, if I ask for more or I try to negotiate, they're going to say, "Whoa, well, no, what's up with this guy? Should be just happy, or girl, should be just happy that they get the job at all." You don't know how do you read that relationship to the point where you can go for that.
Well, you bring up a good point, and it's really critical that people are prepared to have those conversations.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go into a conversation just saying, I want more money. You want to go in talking about your career, talking about the skills that you bring to the organization,
Mm-hmm.
and really talking about your future with that company and negotiating things, as we talked about, total compensation, not just the base salary and bonuses, but could it be some more flexibility? Are there other perks and benefits that are there? Really the holistic package. So good communication and being prepared for the conversations is the most important thing people can do.
Dawn, do employers still go to Facebook pages and social media to check out their applicants? I mean, is that still a thing? Is that something one should be concerned about?
You always want to make sure that you've got your best foot forward and you're mindful of your digital footprint. Every organization has different policies of what they do when they're looking to hire individuals. But I just think it's a good best practice to make sure that everybody has a really good professional digital footprint.
Okay. And my last question is, what is a manager really always looking for when they hire? What shining quality? And for those that are looking for jobs, what's the one thing that you should make sure that you say and put across?
What I think is most important in today's marketplace, and often always, is communication. You want to have good communication skills, and you can exhibit those during the interview process and really make yourself stand out to potential employers. And then when you actually are on the job, same thing. Good communication is really important, both internally and externally. And those can really help people in their careers.
Perfect. Well, there's a lot more to talk about, but we don't have time. But people can extend the interest by going to your website, I assume.
That's right. People can give us a call, or they can go to roberthalf.com.
Okay. Is there a central number, or would they be calling a district area?
Actually, if they go online, they can find the phone numbers,
Perfect.
and it'll take them right to the local Robert Half office closest to them.
Wonderful. I always like making the phone call because they can get your personality better than just typed words. So, yeah, that's what I do.
That's right.
Okay.
We're standing by to talk to everybody.
All right. Yeah, everybody go do it. The more support and the more information you have, the better off you are. Dawn, you've been a wealth of information. Thank you for your time. Well, that'll do it for me today. I'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new episode. Will you join me then? He said rhetorically, because you can't answer me. It's a radio show. You can't answer me. But I hope you do join me tomorrow. But until that time arrives, I wish you peace.